big news this week in a footballing country, well, two footballing countries that we don't really talk about, and I don't know if you're aware of this. The Belgian Pro League, reportedly, their clubs have agreed to merge with the Eredivisie in the Netherlands, and they're looking at 2025 as a possible merger of Belgian and the Dutch top flight into one 24-team Super League.
All right.
So it would see clubs like Anderlecht to potentially an 18-league top flight. So an 18-team top flight.
Anderlecht and Genk and all them playing against PSV and Ajax.
PSV, Ajax,
Feyenoord, all them. I mean,
I think it makes sense.
Why?
Because you're playing to a bigger pool of fans, so you've got a wider audience for the league, so it will generate more income because you've got Belgian and Dutch people paying. Okay. You're going to get potentially separate broadcasters for both countries paying more money. And I think with the bigger clubs, you're going to have, okay, let's face it, there's only one competitive team in Belgium, it's Anderlecht, but at least they'll be able to be competitive against the likes of, okay, I know they're not. I know Anderlecht aren't actually that competitive this season because they've been an absolute dumpster fire recently. Thanks, Vincent Kompany. They keep good company. But I could see Ajax, Feyenoord, PSV, the usual lot in the Eredivisie and Anderlecht. Because I think they're all similar size.
They would still
clubs.
be the top because the thing is, them teams, the Ajax, PSV, Feyenoord, all them, they're obviously top of their own leagues. They would even if they combined, they would still be the top clubs. They'd be fighting out between themselves for the title of that Super League. So, for the reasons you gave, it does make sense. But I still think it's going to be only really competitive for those top couple of clubs from the Dutch leagues. Because as you said, Anderlecht are the only decent. Anderlecht and Genk are the only real, top two clubs in Belgium. Are they really going to be beating Ajax and PSV in that to the title of this thing? I don't think so.
So I'm just looking at the rights for Belgium and Dutch football within their own country. So Fox Sports owns a 12-year deal with the Eredivisie worth 80 million euros a year. And then 11 Sports signed a 5-year deal worth 103 million euros for Belgian top flight football.
Belgium goes for more money than the Dutch?
More because the Eredivisie signed a long-term deal.
Oh, right.
They signed a long-term deal, so it's a 12-year deal.
Less.
So they got less money, but a more stable broadcaster, whereas 11 Sports, 5 years, was negotiated pretty recently, and plus 11 Sports, who had certain rights in the UK to football, in particularly La Liga, did not find the customer base to support the application for their app, and nobody really watched it. So I don't know what that does to the second tier of Dutch and Belgian football for teams like FC Eindhoven, Sparta Rotterdam, and other clubs in the second division.
They get combined?
Well, I'd like to think so. As long as Sparta Rotterdam are in the top flight, they're my Dutch team. They're the only ones I care about. Fuck Feyenoord. It's all about Sparta. This is Sparta. Sorry. 2025 is potentially the merger date. I think it would work well. I think it would be good for both leagues, both countries. I think it would be good for the standard of football. And plus, if the clubs make more money, clubs like Ajax are more likely to hold on to their best players. And then, if they are more likely to hold on to their best players, they will become more of a force in Europe, and that will open up the Champions League again.
Well, that in terms of Champions League, that would mean that more slots from that league would have to be opened for more clubs in that league would have to be able to get in the Champions League places.
Yes, because it would be a much more powerful league with a much bigger say than your,
right now, I get what you're saying. Right now, you have in Belgium, you have two, is it? 2 for Champions League, and I don't know how many for Europa League, and then Dutch, is it the same 2 or 3 for Champions League? For this, you'd have to have like a top 4 or 5 that go into the Champions League.
Yeah.
Another 2 or 3
going
into
then,
the Europa League, yeah. So lots of clubs will be fighting for those European competitions for the money. So yeah, that's another positive for it. Yeah, see what happens with that. But then, if that goes ahead and that proves to be successful, that would other leagues look at that and go, we
well,
want to follow that example and join together other leagues?